Alrighty. I think this should be fine. So let me see if I can see everything you're seeing what I'm seeing. Okay, good. So this is a bit of the behind the scenes of how I am trying to get some shots of this 4Runner right here. It's a TRD Pro, just aftermarket taillights, but trying to get some shots of it off-road. He was fine. This is a pretty good location. Trying to be in and out pretty quickly, but I figured if I'm not, it doesn't make much noise. Has a TRD Sport exhaust. I mean, just factory TRD. The only thing besides the taillights that's on it is it has these aftermarket LED lights, and then these are white mocals. These also sequential tone signals right there. But other than that, it's stock. I just figured I'd show you all a bit of the behind the scenes of how I'm going to try and get my shots today. Got my camera bag. Yeah. So you saw me make these in that, I don't know if you saw it, but this is the DIY mounts I made for the roof rack. And I just realized I didn't bring the zip ties to put it up there. I'm gonna see if I can find a way I might be able to like wedge it in between this. I'll try and get something for you all so I can at least get some use out of it and you all can see some sort of the shots you can get. Obviously, if I'm wedging it here, it's not going to be up here like on most. But yeah, I like the head cam footage a lot more. It's a little bit easier just because I'm doing these because I'm trying to experiment with different types of tripods that are homemade. Everyone uses a store-bought tripod. I'm trying to be a little different. You saw me make these two. This is a little 7-inch. This is the 42-inch. But this is something I've been experimenting with. If you all want to see something how to make it, it's pretty simple. But if you want to see a video on how to make one, just comment. But yeah, so this is also, it doesn't have to be, it can just be one post and a comment. I don't care. I don't mind making them, and it's always nice having an extra. But yeah, it's basically just 2 screws toe-nailed into, I don't think toenail would be the correct term, but just screwed into heel. This other 2x4, that's not really very sturdy, although it's just holding the camera, it'd probably be fine. I put a little corner brace on here just to be extra. 4 screws, drove my quarter 20 up through the middle right here. You can see my level mark right here. That's where it's level when it's flat on the ground. So your camera's pretty level. But yeah, I'm gonna be testing out these, see what different shots I can get. I use the DJI, the Action 20, and probably, I don't know if you can tell, but that's the app for it. DJI Mini 3 drone, I'll show you how I set that up. And then I have this cheap old camera I have that I'm gonna use. This is just gonna be an outside third shot. I'm trying to be a little bit better with using multiple shots. But yeah, this bag, all it really has in it is just like a suction cup mount. I use this a lot more on the F10. You all can see how I get those clips just from using that. And then this is just the DJI action stick or whatever they call it now. Yeah, this just has some actually this is pretty nice for this one in particular, but you can use it on any of them. This is a quarter 20 thread. It's the same thread as this, so it can be used on there. Sorry guys. So it can be used on their little tripods. Didn't bring it with me, but anywho, this is like, because I have a little flexible one, but this one just screws in, and this gives you a flex head now. So now you have a flexible, you just unscrew this a little bit, and this can flex a little bit. This is the same thing this is exactly what this does. But like, even like a little flex pod is $20. But now this does, if you ever built something like this is not intuitively very stable, so we have to place it pretty strategically. So basically my plan is to come up, this loops around up here, so if you come over here, this goes up around this big dirt mound, comes back down into this little cross section. There's some dirt over here, but I'd rather just get something coming down like a hill. So I might actually come up that way and then come down. We'll come down this way. They're building a subdivision over here, but this is a they haven't started over here, so I try and stay out of people's way. But nobody's asked me to leave, so obviously if they did, I'd leave. But for now, it seems fine. So I'm gonna try and use as many different shots as I can, just to get some good shots for you all. So we got this cam. Another thing, you can just use a rock to wedge this up against. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. But yeah, I might put this. You can even dig it down in the adult. Sorry about the wind, guys, too. It's like the Great Plains out here. But even if you, like, you can even kind of try and stick it in. That's not the best full camera, I'm gonna be honest with you. But yeah, you can just, I mean, that's plenty flexible. And let's see, I'm gonna see if I can get a good shot. That would be just fine. I'm gonna jam it up, do a little bit of the 2/3 rule. Yeah, that'll be good. We'll run that one now. Save the battery on that one. That's an old camera. That's why I put it on the testing tripod, because if it breaks, I don't care as much as then. I mean, I'm using my action camera's more than that little thing is, but yeah, this is a cell phone mount. I might use it, I might not. We'll see. But we have these. I'm gonna use this, and I'm gonna try and actually wedge this up here. I might use a suction mount today. I do have one of those. If I can't get this to want to wedge for me. Actually, oh, well, that's not what I want. My concern is, although this is a good view, I mean, you can get the top of the car. I'm concerned that going over bumps, it might slide out. But it's not bad, honestly. I just don't want it to mess up, because I'm trying to take all of these shots simultaneous. Damn, I'm just gonna move past that, but I'm gonna come down this, all the shots be recording the same time. I don't want it to be choppy. It's my goal. So we're gonna get the drone up in the air. I'll show you all that. I'm borrowing this to test it out and see how I like it. Yeah, so I'm gonna pop this thing open. You got the little DJI drone, its protectiveness. Got the DJI controller, and then you get some batteries in here. This is much better because it has the starter bundle, so you get your 2 extra batteries. And this bag, I think, comes with it too. This is the Mini 2. It's a little older, but it's way more. I mean, it does plenty fine. I mean, I just use it for kind of like some above shots, just because you can't really find. I mean, this is a tall vehicle. I'm 6 foot tall, and this is taller than me. I'm about at roof height on it normally. The roof rack puts it over, but I want a shot that can get over the roof rack, and so that's what this allows me to do. And like much over, the DJI drones are incredible, but yeah, I'll show you. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna pop a battery in this, see if sometimes it can be a little finicky. I'm trying to get it to pair with the remote, but got that put in there. I'm gonna go out of the app, get into the other. I don't know why they don't put the same. I don't know why they don't put the drone app in with the Mimo, is what it's called. It's the action camera app, which is what I use that as a helmet cam, which is gonna be coming soon. I'm gonna do some motorcycle content. But yeah, let me know what kind of content you all like. But I don't know why they don't put the DJI drone app one with the Mimo app, which is used for all the other DJI camera products. I mean, this is obviously it's a camera product, but there's probably some specific reason, I guess. But I don't think it's much of a necessity per se to do it that way compared to other way. Also, keep in mind if you get this, this is a 14 plus, this iPhone, so it is a little bit bigger. So yeah, just keep that in mind. This is, I think, the new is it the 16 now? I don't know. I don't update my phone very much just because I don't find it very particularly important. But All right, they're both on. When it kind of goes over like that in blue, it kind of shows it's pairing. Oh, DJI would know better what it means, but I usually can tell. That's kind of a good tell. It's gonna work for me, but we'll see. Cool. When that screen pops up, that means you're ready to fly. We're gonna fly it up. I'll show you some of the shots I want to get, how this looks. But yeah, no, you just press, hold that. If you want an individual review on this camera, then, I mean the drone, then just let me know. But yeah, no, so you'll see, if we come up here, that's bright. Let me come over here so you all can see it better. There we go. If we come up, this is where the top of the hill is. So if we come up here, this is where I'll circle around at. I might get a shot there on that little dot right there, but that's
home point updated.
Yeah, just updated. That's what that home button does. But yeah, we'll see. And then this is that loop down right there. That's where this is. We will. Let me tilt that camera down for you all, and then you can see I'm right there on that the 4Runner. Well, the told. You'll come over here. It's still plenty loud. You might be able to hear it on here. In person, it's more noticeable. I don't think it's right there. I'm sure you can see it. Actually, I can probably see if you all can see it. Let me see if I can tell. It won't let me do two at the same time. They both use the same. That's another reason. Let me make sure you all still recording. You will. Okay. That's another reason I wish they were in the same app, because they both use, I believe it's Wi-Fi connectivity, not Bluetooth, to connect from each other to my phone. And so I wish they had a way to where this was in the same app so I can see what you all see versus what I see on here, because I like making sure you all can see. But yeah, so if you come over here, this is just in the normal mode. It has a sport mode. Let me get a up overhead shot. That might be pretty sweet. I might do that, and then I'll drop the drone gimbal down. You can see I'm right there. Let me come in the shade for you all to be able to see it without this glare. So I gotta crouch behind the car. It's a sunny day out over here. I'm gonna come up, and then now you can kind of see, you know, I'm 78 meters up in the air. I'm gonna go up to 85 probably. That'll be plenty, I think. Yeah, you can see that loop right here. So I'll come up 90 just so you can see it. Obviously, I'm not in an airport area, so it's plenty safe, but this is that loop. I think my game plan is to come over here, down, have the tripod's right there. You can kind of see it, there's a little pixel there, but have it come down, so go up, oval, and then come down here. Have that one camera placed there. I want to see how steep it is over there, behind this mountain of dirt. Maybe I can sit inside for you all. Alrighty, now you can see. Don't judge me on the shorts. Let me drop down, and I'm gonna see. I'm gonna drop down and see how steep that is. I might be able to see the grade from here instead of having you all watch me walk over. I don't mind this shot actually. If I record, I'll be coming down over here, and that looks like a decent elevation. Yeah, that's not bad. I wish I was live streaming for you all so you could tell me what you all would prefer. But I kind of wanted to, I don't want it to seem choppy like I'm going up and then down, and I don't want the timeline to be messed up from, you know, from the shots. Like, I don't want people to not understand that it loops around and make it seem weird. There's a little bit of a wind tunnel going in here. I think I'm gonna come over here and get the shot going down. Actually, maybe I'll switch it around, come down a little bit, go over here, and then I'll record that. I'm pretty happy with that. I might run with that. So I have one camera. I'm gonna mount this probably right here on this window. So I'll show you. I got plenty of battery. I got 78%. So I'm gonna show you that suction mount and how I use it. This is a GoPro suction. I'm gonna be honest with you. The DJI action camera is much better in my opinion than a GoPro one. But the suction mounts from GoPro are very good. Like, I mean, I've had these mounts on at like 70 miles an hour, 80 miles an hour, and they're just fine. But yeah, so they do pivot. I thought about getting one of those gap mounts to come off the back for cold content on the F10. Obviously, this is the F10 channel, but I'm kind of using it as a general channel for now. But yeah, I'm gonna turn this head cam off, and then I'll pop it back on. But just kind of to give you a glimpse, the drone's over there behind this. All right, sorry, the battery in the camera died. That was on my head, just from, I've recorded that mount these earlier today. But as you can see, let me try not to cover up that mic. As you can see, this camera's holding very strong. I mean, it's windy out here. Like, I don't know exactly, but I'd estimate probably 20 mile an hour gust. Nothing crazy. I mean, it's not like a tornado mount, but this will be just fine for getting this shot coming down the hill. But like I said, we got the drone flying over there. I'm gonna mount you all on the side over here on this mount. Let me come over here on this mount so you can kind of get that angle. I think that'd be pretty sweet. Then I can kind of rotate it to kind of get a bit more. Obviously, the dome won't be. There we go. We'll get that kind of shot, and I think that's pretty sweet. So I think we're gonna go with that mount there, that cam, and I honestly might. Sometimes I'll shut another cam, but we'll test out the 3 cameras today and see how that works and how you all like that. And if you all do want another camera, I can get one. But yeah, we're gonna test this shot out. This is behind the scenes, but if you haven't seen that, it'll be a chunk of it will probably be on the short, and then I'll put the main clip up on the F10 channel. Yeah, I'm gonna get these recording, both the drone and the I guess that'd be a dual pod. But we got the drone. Let me make sure you all can see that. Got the drone still going over on that hill right there. So yeah, we're gonna pop record on that. Get that clip. Now we're recording over there. So I'm gonna go mount you all up on this mount, and then we'll get that clip coming up the mountain. I'm gonna edit them together, get that clip going, recording. We'll run over here, get this cheap camera recording, because honestly, if I hit it, that's not a big deal. That's why I put the cheapest camera in the worst line of sight. You're not gonna be able to see this camera at all, but like the screen on it. Let me see if I can. No, it's not happening. But yeah, we got a good shot coming up right there, kind of like that. So that's placed. But we're gonna get you recording. It's recording now. All right. So we got that shot. Yeah, let me pop you all on that mount. I'll post a clip. I might put it in a chunk of it behind the scenes, but go watch that video if you will. I'd like to see the clip. Without further ado, I'm gonna get that clip going, and I'll talk to you all after.